And as I got in there cutting, I realized that I really should have done this operation 3 years ago, because there's a lot of them that have died, and then many of them, they start looking for the light. That whole phototropism starts kicking in, and they just start sending a branch off somewhere looking for light. So I have a lot of trees that are now there all by themselves, but they're not as high quality, straight and tall for future value as can be. Now, if you think about how long that lesson I took to learn, that's a once in a lifetime lesson. I will never get to learn that lesson again. It took me 22 years to get to the point that says, oh shoot, I should have done this 3 years ago. So observationally, I know what this looks like now, and I can derive backwards by looking at the stem lengths and the different annual stem growth rings, and I can say, yeah, that when this was at this stage here, that tall, that's when I should have thinned it in order to favor the walnuts and the oaks. But the quote-unquote mistake that I made, it's not a mistake, it's just feedback, it's what it is. I can't recover from that. And the necessity of imparting information to one another and to next generations to learn from one another is so critical with this, because this was a once-in-a-lifetime lesson. I could read about it 1,000 times, but to actually see what I'm looking at, to know what I'm looking at, and know when to act for the most amount of effect for the least amount of labor, it's taken me this long to learn it, and I'll never be able to do this again correctly.